in one word, me and Sophie is my manager, who is the GM of Hubilo on-site. So we keep reiterating this word. You feel like an in-house team, right? I think if you want to play that in your homepage, I think you should try an experiment saying we are an agency that is like your in-house team, because
That's my
there
pitch.
is, yeah, that's so many agencies work like a transactional relationship where you have a weekly call, a daily call, you say something, they say something, then you are stressed, then you kind of, okay, ye kar lenge, this is how we'll do it. And then next week it's again the same meeting, you say something, you give some directions and whatever. So with you, it's almost like every day I can asynchronously talk with the team saying, hey, this is what we have learned from this organic post. What have you learned from the paid marketing post? So to give context to the listeners, we work with you on growth marketing, right? Like performance marketing and ABM, outbound email marketing. So the channel already performing really, really good for us is PPC and AdWords. So there, I think the way you talk to us, the way you listen to us is very therapeutic, of course, as somebody who doesn't need to stress out on how to talk to you and how to share our learning with you. But more important that I am like absolutely not thinking about what I am delegating to you and your team, and trusting you. And that built, I think, within a couple of weeks, if not lesser. So I think GrowthSpree is all about the two words that I talked about in hiring in-house team as well: trust and delegation. With you, I have trust. Whenever I delegate some goal to you or some number to you or a budget to you, I'm actually sitting back and trusting you that you will figure it out. Even if we burn it, at least we will have good learning by the end of the month, right? So that kind of a relationship is very rare, even with in-house employees or agencies. And I think we have kind of cracked it with you guys. So I'm pretty grateful for that relationship. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the kind words, Tejaswi.
Thank you,
the team is going to love this. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast and sharing all these insights, all the mistakes that you made, and being open about it, and helping a lot of viewers that we will get on the podcast will actually be people in the 0 to 1 kind of a journey, and I think it's going to help them a lot. I could resonate with a lot of your points because probably I am also in that kind of a journey, though it's a little different being in the service world.
Yes.
However, I can get that point because we are a small team, small kind of a business working with clients. So it's really you've given some really interesting perspectives about so many things, which is I feel really good about doing these podcasts now, because every time I'm getting a leadership person like you, we're getting so many new insights. I met with Sophie. I did a podcast with Sophie yesterday. She talked about events, and again, events is also something I resonate with a lot now that it's a part of our growth plan. There are so many things I could learn from her. There's so many things I learned from you, and I'm sure the viewers, as they keep increasing, hopefully, of this podcast, will start realizing how great insights we're getting from people like you. So thank you so much for that.
No, I think, anybody listening who has any questions on what we discussed, I am approachable on LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is one social media platform I'm kind of not apologetic of being on. I learn a lot from the platform. So if anybody wants to connect, please connect. And I'm pretty transparent in my failures, my lessons, and growth story as such. So happy to share more on any follow-up anybody needs. So thanks for your time. Of course, you're a very good listener. I have seen you listen well on calls and also on this podcast. So good luck with the podcast. Looking forward
Thank
to
you so much.
episodes. Take
Thank
care,
you
man.
so much, Tejaswi. You too. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye
Cheers.
bye.